Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending with wherever you are in this part of the world. Welcome back to Chira at Shumpersville, where relaxation is simplified, where we are building our rural retirement homestead, getting ready for retirement. To you, all my subscribers, thank you for keeping tuning in, and for those who are watching from the balcony and terraces, please do consider subscribing. And those who have just bumped into my channel, please, you are welcome and you are free to subscribe. I don't charge you, it's all free. Guys, we are back in the field. As you can see, guys, it has now rained. This is the rain we have been crying for, and it's now here. Can you see? This part is the part that we had left, and now we are plowing a hectare. This is a hectare that we are plowing. Can you see the amount of the grass, guys? Those weeds. I'm not sure what to call it. As you can see, we left that part, but now that it has rained, we decided to plow and put maize. We did let the livestock graze all that part for a day. This did not change anything, as the weeds, shrubs remains the same. If not that, they got worse after being fertilized and rained and then a bit of the sun. We are back to manual plowing, guys. We couldn't afford to hire a tractor. As you can, or maybe you are aware, everything does cost, and the resources, it's a bit tight. We have got so many things that needs money right now. So we couldn't afford a tractor, and we are now manually plowing, breaking up the soil into clods and turn it over. To those who are not aware or familiar of the plowing process, we're just burying the surface and bringing the lower soil to the top, trying to bury the weed as well. Hopefully they are not coming back worse than how it is. As you can see there, they are dominating, but well, it is what it is. So as usual, we are getting help and support from our community. Like I said before, we cannot do without our community. We need each other. We are in partnership. We collaborate. We just have to work together for things to happen. So we are nearly done, guys, plowing. As you can see, the land is massive. It is massive. I think if we had the rains right from the beginning, we were going to harvest so much. But it is what it is. We just have to be glad and grateful for what we have so far. So what we are doing now, guys, we are making lines. We are now making lines. We're just loosening the top layers of the soil for our seeds to sit well. After creating the seed bed, you know, sometimes if you just follow behind, excuse me, Gejo, sometimes the seeds goes deeper and some of them might not even germinate. So what we are doing, we are helping our seeds as well so that they can all germinate well. So by making these lines as well, guys, it helps when it's time to do the weeding. It does help because this is when we can do the cultivating, Sahara as well. So it's one of the mode of eradicating the weeds. We have been doing this, guys. Every time we do our plowing, we make sure we make lines. It makes it easier. Can you see the lines? Everything is so straight. So what I'm going to do is, once this maize germinates, I am going to do another video and I'll show you. And I am hoping that the weeds that you have been seeing, guys, they are going to be as manure, not for them competing with the maize at the time of germination. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, it is what it is. So now, after making these lines, even though we are still in the process of making lines, we are now putting the seeds. We are now tillaging. That's the right word. Is that the right word? Tillaging. You know, like what do I call it? Like making these lines, turning over the soil, and then rotavating or harrowing using the harrow. I don't know Chinese language. You can correct me that, but this is the stage where we are now. We are manually putting the seeds down. We don't have them machines to do so. The seed planter, we don't have it, so we are doing it manually. It works. Our ancestors has been doing this, and I'm sure there has been a time when they didn't even have most of what we have today, but they managed to feed us, they managed to feed the family and everything. I don't think they had any issues. So yeah, you can see, guys, we have put the seeds down. The land is so massive. It is. Can you see? Can you see how big it is? So now we have finished putting the seeds down on this side. We are now cultivating. Is it cultivating? No, this is not cultivating. We are now doing the harrowing, guys, covering the seeds that we have just put down. I do apologize. I have a cold, so my voice is a bit hoarse today. Yeah, so now we are covering the seeds that we have put down to make sure everything is done, and we're just waiting for the rains. And yeah, guys, it has been a very busy. You know, everybody, or I cannot even say we left everything too late. We didn't leave anything too late, but everything was depending on the rains. That is what was happening. So our timetable was based on that. That's why we are where we are today. And we are hoping what we are plowing, we are also going to have good yields, but definitely we will. So after all this harrowing, we're just going to leave it to wait for the rains. I believe within 7 days or so, the seeds will start germinating. The maize seeds will start germinating. And yeah, all this part you are seeing, we still need to look for people to do the weeding. It's hard work, one after another. This, it doesn't end. It's like a woman's diary that will never end. You will be thinking after this, then, or maybe the plants can just grow, but it's not going to be like that. So yes, once they germinate, we're going to give them time for us to start the cultivating and then the weeding, and after that we still need to put the fertilizer. So we hope the rains will continue raining. For now, God has been great. He has been great. He has been good all the time. God is great. So this is where we are. Can you see the land, guys? I'm trying to show you how big it is, but sometimes it can be difficult for you, but you can just visualize and see how it is. So yes, guys, where we are now is that side that we grow our maize. This is our first crops, guys, that we did. and the ones that we were weeding last time, and we have finished putting the fertilizer. So all what is left on this side, guys, we are just waiting to harvest, put them in the pot or on the fire to have roast maize. That is all what is left. I will be also updating you on the crops in the video I did in day 31. That is our second crops, those one shirima shatakarima. We are now in the process of weeding. It's becoming a challenge. As you are aware, the maize and the wheat are competing, and to do the dew weeding, it's becoming a challenge. It's very difficult, but we are getting there. And what we are doing, we are just, as soon as we finish the weeding, we are putting the fertilizer. But it has been raining as well, so we have been kind of slowing down. Because the fertilizer was definitely gonna be washed away. So yes, I'll do another video. I'll show you our second crops. This is our first crops, guys, and then I'll show you the second one, and then the third one is the one that we just finished plowing. So guys, thank you very much for keeping tuning in, for your support, your comments, your advice. Everything has been taken on board, and please do subscribe, those who are watching. So like I said, yes, I will be updating you. This is our first crops, guys. Chahato pakata. Then the middle one is the one I'll show you. I'll do a video, I'll show you. And the last crops is the one that we've just finished. We're not gonna do anymore. I think that's enough, because we are having challenges of getting people to do the weeding, putting the fertilizer and all these things. I think this time we did too much. So we will review next year and see how much we can do, or maybe we think we did too much. It's not too much, but it's because the rains didn't come on time. So this is the current status, guys. Our ground nuts, all this is the current status. Akuko watinoko. We are not worried. We are very happy. Thank you guys for tuning in.